It's a Foam Ranger. Here another episode of Foam Ranger Sports. This episode we're previewing a big home game tomorrow evening as the Boise State women's basketball team will play host to the Wyoming Cowgirls. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow night. It'll be available on Mountain West Network and 670 KBOI AM. We're in our season. The Broncos are 12-5 at 3-3 conference play. They've won 2 in a row. Again, big wins over, a 21-point win over the Air Force on the road last Wednesday. This past Saturday, they got a huge 3-point win against Colorado State again. Snapping Colorado State's 11-game road win streak and 6-game win streak against the Broncos. Yeah, so again, they're going to do an orange out for kidney cancer awareness tomorrow night. So if you go to the game, make certain you're wearing orange. And the players will really appreciate that. In terms of stats, we'll start with the Broncos team and individual. Then we'll look at the Cowgirls schedule, roster, and then their stats. We'll compare the two. So right now, Boise State going into tomorrow. Getting through 17 games, the Bronco women have scored 1,205 points. They're averaging 70.9 points per game. And their allowed opponents score 1,178 points, or 69.3 points per game allowed. Shooting weights, the Broncos are 434 out of 1,009 on the year in field goals in general, or 43%, and the Broncos average 25.5 field goals per game. Defensively, they've allowed 437 out of 1,049 attempts. They allow opponents to shoot 41.7%, and they give up 25.7 field goals per game to opponents. 25.7, I think I said, yep. From three-point range, the Broncos are 113 out of 293. They average 38.6% from beyond the arc, and they average 6.6 made threes per game. Broncos have allowed opponents to make 122 out of 410 three-point attempts. They allow opponents to make 29.8% of threes. Yet at the same time, they allow 7.2 threes per game to the opponents. Charity stripe, the Broncos are 224 out of 308 for 73%. They average 13.2 made free throws per game. Broncos have 6 and 9 total boards for 35.8 boards per game. 277 assists, 16.3 assists per game. Broncos have turned the ball over 280 times on the year, 16.5 turnovers per game. Broncos scored 15.6 points off opponent turnovers. The Broncos have forced the opponents to turn the ball over 283 times, or they forced 16.6 turnovers per game. And opponents scored 16.2 points off Bronco turnovers. Broncos have 122 steals, or 7.2 steals per game, and 55 block shots, or 3.2 block shots per game. In terms of player stats for the Broncos, again, they roll with the same starting five, and Thompson, Pascal, Bays, Levy, Hunt, and Maya Hansen. So we won't worry about starts for those five. So again, Thompson averages 30 half minutes game, 97 to 209 for 46% overall, 413 for three-point range for 31%, and 65 of 88 for 74% from charity stripe. Averages a team leading 15.5 points per game. 30 offensive boards, 124 total boards, 24 fouls, 45 assists, 32 turnovers, 24 steals, and 9 block shots. Nelly Pascal averages 33.2 minutes per game, is 84 of 179 for 47% overall. Team high 46 made threes on 97 attempts for 47% from beyond the arc, so one of the premier three-point shooters again on the team and also in the country. And it's 19 to 26 from charity stripe for 73%. Averages 13.7 points per game. 10 offensive, 56 total boards, 19 fouls, 26 assists, 25 turnovers, 10 steals, and 5 block shots. Denny Bays averages just shy of 30 minutes a game. 78 of 187 from the floor for 42%. 30 of 83 for 36% for charity stripe. And 44 of 55 for 80% for... 30 of 83 is from three-point range, 36%. 44 of 55 for 80% for charity stripe. 13 half points per game. 25 offensive, 72 total boards, 35 fouls, 50 assists, 49 turnovers. A team high 36 steals and 8 block shots. Livy Hutton averages 25 minutes a game, 53 of 120 from the floor for 44%, 1 of 5 for 3-point range, and 39 of 60 for 65% from charity stripe, averages 8.6 points per game. 34 offensive, 103 total boards, 50 fouls, 24 assists, 32 turnovers, 10 steals, and 15 block shots, which is a team leader in block shots. Maya Hansen averages just shy of 30 minutes game as well, like Danny Bays. She's shooting 47 of 105 from the floor for 45%, 22 of 48 for 46% for 3-point range. So second best shooter for 3-point range on the team at 24-32 for 75% for charity stripe, 8.2 points per game. 40 total boards, 37 fouls, 82 assists, team high. 47 turnovers, 10 steals, and 2 block shots. Maddie Cook has played only 5 games. I believe got injured in the 5th game. So we're not worried about her stats. Emily Howard has played 12 games pretty sparingly, 7.4 minutes a game, 15 to 38 from the floor for 40%, 4-5 from the charity stripe for 80%. And she has not made a field goal in a game Mike Bennett, I believe, at home. Hopefully, if she plays tomorrow night, she will start making them at home in front of me so I can wave the Canadian flag for her. She averages 2.8 points per game, 21 total boards, 12 fouls, 4 assists, 12 turnovers, 1 steal, and 4 block shots. Kendra Garza has played in 16 games, just under 6 minutes game, 14 to 32 from the floor for 44%, 2-11 from 3-point range for 18%. 10 to 16 from charity stripe for 63%, 2.5 points per game. 15 total boards, 19 fouls, 3 assists, 9 turnovers, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. Mason Borchardine has played in 16 games, 8.1 minutes a game, 12-36 from the floor for 33%, 8 to 10 for charity stripe for 80%. 2 points per game. 19 offensive, 37 total boards, 15 fouls, 6 assists, 21 turnovers, 5 steals, 2 block shots. Hopefully she can work on taking better care of the ball. Because with the bench, she has the most turnovers committed by a bench player. Hopefully Maya and Danny will take better care of the ball as well. Again, Danny 49 turnovers in the year, Maya Hansen 47. Again, they are seniors this year, so you'd expect some lower turnover numbers from those two. Right on the season, the Broncos have 185 offensive boards, which is in 17 games played, 185 offensive boards. Got to be at least about, quick math, maybe like 10 O boards a game. Let's see, so that's 185 divided by 17. Yeah, that's like 11 O boards per game for the Broncos. Now we'll look at the Cowgirls from Wyoming. On the season, they are 4-11 overall, 1-5 in conference play. They did 2 exhibition games before they lost at home against St. Mary's by 9. 1 home against Long Beach State by 33. Lost at UT Arlington by 20. Lost at Santa Clara by 21. Lost at the University of North Dakota by 20. Won versus Chandler State by 37. Won at home against South Dakota by 7. Lost to Colorado by 12. Lost to Minnesota by 36, or 46 I should say. Then the Open Conference play with the 23-point win against San Jose State. Lost to Fresno State by 27. Lost to New Mexico by 14. Lost to San Diego State by 17. Lost at Nevada. Well, the single state home game was a home loss. Then lost to Nevada by 10 on the road. And they just lost at home to Novi by 9 points on last Saturday. Again, they play here in Boise this Wednesday, tomorrow night. Then this Saturday, they play at Air Force. On 21st, they host Utah State. Then next Saturday, they play out Utah State. So in the same week, they play home and away against the Aggies. Then the 28th, they host Fresno State, play Grand Canyon to close out this month. Start February at home against New Mexico on the 4th. They play Colorado State on February 7th. Play out UNLV on February 11th. Host the Broncos February 14th. Host Colorado State on February 21st. Play out the Air Force on February 25th. Play out San Diego State on 28th. Then they close out the season hosting Grand Canyon on Tuesday, March 3rd. In terms of the roster, starts off with senior 4-1 Logan Alvar, 6-footer, out of Casper, Wyoming. Previously played for Casper College. Then it's Lana Besilic. Got hiccup. My bad. So Lana Basilic, or Lana Besilic, is 5'8". Sophomore guard from Split, Croatia. Then it's Liv Blomqvist. It's already quite a bit of an international flavor to Wyoming this year. 6'4", freshman forward center combo out of Stockholm, Sweden. This is her first year with the program. Again, she is a freshman. Doubt she has any stats this year. Probably going to redshirt here. Then it's Aurore Iongo, or Iongo. 5'9", previously played for Clarendon College. Senior guard out of Lille, France. And she also competed at St. Bonaventure as well. Up next is Meakin Hamlin. She is 5'8", junior guard out of Houghton, Kansas. Then it's Katie Harrington. She is 6 foot, freshman guard out of Victoria, Australia. Then it's Hydor Karlsdottir. Gotta remember to hit the go button. She is 6'4", sophomore forward center combo out of Lagavulin, Iceland. Then it's Caroline London. She is 5'11", a sophomore guard forward combo out of Copenhagen, Denmark. Then it's Peyton Muma. She is 5'8", retro junior guard of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Before she came to Wyoming, she played for Gonzaga. Transferred in after this past season, I believe, right? Yep. before 24-25 years, she transferred in from Gonzaga. Then is Katie Ulilainen, or Ollilainen. Probably another international player. Though it could be wrong. 5'9". Nope. Junior guard out of Helsinki, Finland. Then it's Malene Peterson. She is, once this loads, 5'11", senior guard out of Aalborg, Denmark. Before the 22-23 years, she redshirted at Kansas State. Then it's Jane Rumpf. She is 6'2", freshman forward from Denver, Colorado. Then it's Henna Sandvik. She is 6 foot, senior guard out of Helsinki, Finland. This is her first year with Wyoming. Before this year, she was with the Indiana Hoosiers. Then it's Maddie Simons. Oh, I don't think I've been mentioning player numbers. I don't think so. I'll go back through and just rename the players and their numbers after do these last two players again. Maddie Simons, 6 foot, junior forward out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Then it's Peyton Wolford. She is 6'2", freshman forward out of Smithville, Missouri. And we'll just go run through the numbers, the player numbers. Got to do a player number. So again, Logan Alvar is number 1. Nana Basilic is number 10. Liv Blomqvist is 5. Ori Ayango is number 6. Meekin Hamlin is number 25. Katie Harrington is number 21. Heider Karlsdotter is number 15. Caroline London is number 13. Peyton Muma, number 3. Katie Ollilainen is number 14. Marlene Peterson, number 12. Jane Rumpf, number 2. Henna Sandvik, number 26. Maddie Simons, number 11. And Peyton Wolford, number 22. In terms of coaches, Heather Izell is a head coach. Candace Thornton, assistant. Fallon Lewis, assistant. Nellie Baker, assistant. Taylor Ignoto, assistant. Monica Brooks, assistant coach. Director of Ops, and Markel Dent is special assistant to the head coach. Heather Izell, their head coach. This is her 4th year as a head coach after spending the 7 years before that on the staff. 3 as the associate head coach. Before joining the Cowgirls, she was at Southeastern Missouri State. She played for years at Iowa State for 2005-2009. From 2009-2010, she played for Iceland, or played in Iceland. So she has some pretty solid experience. Candace Thornton. This is her first year at the program. She spent 3 years as assistant Utah Tech. Before that, she was assistant coach at College of Idaho. She was club founder, co-president, Tree of Hope club team. which is part of the Nike EYBL circuit. She played at Northern Colorado before graduating UCCS. Fallon Lewis. This is her 7th season as assistant coach with the Cowgirls after spending 4 in operations capacity for Wyoming. This is her 11th year with the Cowgirls. Her first year with the Cowgirls was September 2015. She played for the Cowgirls for 1 year, along with Sheridan College as well. She is a Laramie native, or Dayton. She is a native of the state of Wyoming. Nellie Baker. This is her 4th year with the Cowgirls overall, 3rd assistant. She graduated 2018, degree from Colorado Mesa. Well, she played for the Cowgirls, then she got a master's degree at Colorado Mesa. So graduated from Wyoming in 2018. Graduated played for Wyoming. Then got a master's in 2020. Taylor Ignoto. 2nd year with the program. Before that, she spent 2 years at South Dakota. Before South Dakota, she spent 2 years at Utah State. Before Utah State, she was at Western Illinois and Omaha. And was also at Rock Valley College as well. And I want to double check because it did mention Utah State. I know there was a Utah State head coach who got let go after he beat him in the I don't think it was her. That was Kayla Art I would think about in 2024 after losing to us in the conference tournament during the post-game press conference. So it was Taylor. No. Alright, after Taylor Ignoto, we just had to make certain if it was that coach or not. Nope, it was a different coach. That takes care of the primary assistant coaches. Again, the others are director of ops and special assistant. Before I look at stats for them, I think I accidentally closed the page like yesterday, I believe, where I had the records for the women. I'm going to quickly look at the Well, probably better just download the file. So that way it's not consistently going back up to, where it sits on the schedule or little ticker on Broncos sports page. Just looking through, trying to find the season by season results. What I can do is use the use back some envelope to mark wins and losses. So 0-1. 1-1 again. Our first game against them looks like in '89 and '90. I'm guessing both of us from Big Sky or something like that. Or nope, we just had a series with them in the early '90s. Wait a second, no, that mind. So by my count, we are 22 and 16 all time against Wyoming. Again, last year, 24-25. We beat them at home. So at home in the last 5 seasons, that's 1-0, 2-0. Well, no, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, or 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Since 2020-2021 season at home, we're 5-1 against Wyoming. And since 2020-21, we were 1, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 4-4, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5. So last in the games were 6-5 against them, including only one loss at home against Wyoming. So hopefully we can continue that. Home winning streak. You see this, it's all condensed. They have theirs all condensed. So overall, again, for 11, they're 0-8 on the road, which can bode pretty well for the Broncos. Again, they have not won away from the friendly confines of Paradise. All 3 in conference play on the road, 1-5 overall in conference. In terms of score by periods, in the first quarter, they're getting outscored 210 and 197. Second quarter, 237 to 196. Third quarter, 240 out of 219 outscored. And fourth quarter, outscored 236 to 196. Overtime period, 11 and 1 outscoring. So far, they've been outscored 934 to 809. They average 53.9 points per game. They surrender 62.3 points per game. They made 315 out of 811 field goal attempts for 39%. They allow opponents to make 362 out of 873 or 41.5%. They made 89 threes on 313 attempts. They're shooting about 20% from beyond the arc and 5.9 made threes per game. Defensively, they've allowed 84 out of 267 3-point attempts for 31.5%, but allowing 5.6 3-pointers allowed per game. Charity stripe, they're 90 out of 125. So 2%, and they only make 6 free throws a game, so they don't get to line that often, apparently. They have 484 boards. They average 32.3. They have 206 assists, 13.7 assists per game. They turn the ball over 231 times. They average 15.4 turnovers per game. They've forced 193 opponent turnovers, and they forced 12.9 opponent turnovers per game. 90 steals, 6 steals per game, 46 block shots, 3.1 block shots per game. In terms of player stats, Riley Peterson has started every game, averages 32.2 minutes. She is 93 of 206 overall for 45%, 31 of 80 for 39%. Their best 3-point shooter, so some of the Broncos can't afford to be leaving wide open for threes. Have to find a way to contest or face guard and try to make her comfortable on 3-point attempts. And she is 35 of 40 for 88% for charity stripe, 56 total boards, 34 fouls, 27 turnovers, 1 block shot, 11 steals, and 16.8 points per game, which leads the Cowgirls. Hannah Sandvik start every game, 30.9 average, 57 to 143 overall for 40%, 17 to 56 for 30% for 3, 13 of 18 for 72% for charity stripe. 20 offensive, 56 total boards, 27 fouls, 31 assists, 30 turnovers, 2 block shots, 6 steals, and 9.6 points per game. Logan Alvar, start every game, 24.3 minutes, 47 of 102 for 46% overall, 5 of 21 for 24% for 3, 8 of 9 for 89% for charity stripe, 13 offensive, 49 total boards, 21 fouls, 7 assists, 20 turnovers, so somebody who does have some issues with ball control, 2 block shots, 12 steals, and 7.1 points per game. Jane Rumpf has started 3 of 15 games played, averages a hair under 16 minutes, 22 of 68 overall for 32%, 19 of 58 for 33% from beyond the arc. Second best 3-point shooter on their team. 5 of 6 from charity stripe, 83%, 44 total boards, 16 fouls, 9 assists, 14 turnovers, 16 block shots, 6 steals. So the Broncos have to be mindful about attacking inside. She has a real accountability to get block shots again. Team high 16, 4.5 points per game. Peyton Muma, 8 starts of 15 games played, 21.7 minutes a game. 27 to 84 for 32% overall, 7 39 for 18% from beyond the arc, so some of the Broncos can't afford to shoot the 3 ball, since makes it at a pretty low clip. 5-11 from charity stripe for 46%. So it doesn't get to line too lot, but when she does, she misses over half her free throws so far. 44 boards, 19 fouls, 39 assists, 29 turnovers, 2 block shots, 18 steals, and 4.4 points per game. Maddie Simons, 12 starts and 15 games played, 22.5 minutes, 23-62 for 37% overall, 4-13 for 31%, 5-6 for 83% from charity stripe, 47 total boards, 20 fouls, 23 assists, 22 turnovers, 9 steals, 9 blocks, 3.7 points per game. Someone else who has some trouble with ball control and ball security, Lana Belchick, 7 starts and 15 games played. Hair under 22 minutes a game, 17-66 for 26% overall. Nebraska, 3-23 for 13% for 3-point range, 8-14 for 57% for charity stripes, so a below average shooter all around, 52 boards, 34 fouls, 41 assists, tied for a team lead with 30 turnovers, 2 block shots, 10 steals, and 3 points per game. Hydor Karlsdottir has played in 14 games, hair under 13 minutes game, 14-29 for 48% overall. Missed 2 threes and 2 of 7 from charity stripe for 29%, 18 offensive, 40 total boards, 14 fouls, 5 assists, 12 turnovers, 7 blocks, and 1 steal, and 2 points per game. Gotta mention Lana is their best, Hannah Sandvik is their best rebounder with 20 offense boards and 56 total boards. The 56 total boards ties with Marlene Peterson. The others have played sporadically. Only Hori Iango is the only other one with over 10 games played. She's playing 14, 5-20 from the floor, 0 from 3, 6 of 8 from charity stripe, 22 total boards, 7 fouls, 9 assists, 7 turnovers, 1 block shot, and 13 steals and 1 points per game. On the season, they have 109 total boards in 15 games. That's got to be pretty low in terms of the rebounds per game or O boards per game. Yeah, that's only about 7 O boards per game for just over 7 boards offensively per game for the Cowgirls. So, yeah, I do believe that Boise State should be able to win this one. Maybe in a bit of a blowout fashion. Especially if you can't hold Marlene to close to like 12 points or less and Hannah to like 5 points. I think we can easily, on paper and theoretically, easily win this game again. None of the players really jump out. Their best player arguably is Marlene Peterson, 45% overall and 39% 3. The only other noteworthy shooters are Hannah from inside for nearly 40%, 30% for 3. Logan is 46% overall, but only 24% for 3-point range. Maddie Simons is 37% overall and only 31% from beyond the arc, and she's only attempted 62 total shots, 13 total threes. Hydor Karlsdottir, 48% overall, again, only 29 shot attempts this season. And 0 for 3 on 2 attempts. So again, this is not a Cowgirls team that is going to be shooting the ball a lot and scoring a lot. I think their main theme is control the pace of play, grind it out, make it more of a grind out kind of game where they run the clock down to like 5 seconds before they really put up a shot. Yeah, so I'm expecting a Bronco win tomorrow night. Because I think the Broncos own the battle of stats, at least in terms of team stats. So, yeah. Again, we got arguably better shooters. Natalie Pasco, turns 3-point range, dwarfs Peterson and like Bays and even my Hansen beat out all the other starters of theirs. I mean, again, Hannah with 31% for 3, Alvar 24%, Rumpf 33%, Wimmet 18%, and Siemens 31% again. Thompson is shooting 31%, Bays 36%, Hansen 46% as well. So yeah, I bet this game could get a little out of hand in the favor of the Broncos tomorrow afternoon again. I think I'm going to really pick Wyoming to win tomorrow. I think Boise State could win this one by double digits. So tomorrow's, I'm going to expect tomorrow, if Boise State's shooting well, defending well, and rebounding well, they could run away with this one easily. And Wyoming could be held to maybe 1 or 2 quarters to 10 points or less in 10 minutes. Again, they don't really have that many good scores. Again, Marlene Peterson is their only solid scorer. Again, 6.8 points per game. Henna's their second leading scorer with just 9.6 points per game. Then a 7.1, then drops down to 4.5, then 4.4, 3.7, then 3. Again, their starters per game. Their big 3, because again, Rumpf has started 3 times, Muma 8 times, Simons 12, and Beshik 7. So at least in terms of their big 3 starters, you have their total stuff, that's 33.5 points per game. Then divided by those 3, it averages out to like 11.12 or 11.2 points per game from those 3 combined. Again, if you take their average points per game, then divide by 3. I mean, you could probably do the same thing if you take their total points, divide by 15, then 3. I mean, out there 809 points, those 3 have combined for 503, which is about 62% of their scoring. So those 3, you have 11.2 points per game. They average those 3, and then the rest goes downhill quick. So if we can limit those 3 scorers, this game could get pretty ugly quickly. And it could result in a massive Bronco win. Probably I'd say a minimum 10, but there's a possibility of Boise State scoring well, 3 balls scoring well, they're defending well, and taking care of the ball well. This could easily be a 20, maybe 30-point win for the Broncos tomorrow afternoon. So with that, I'll call this episode good. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the night. Again, this game tomorrow will be on the Mountain West Network and 670 KBOI AM. And in half an hour, because we recorded this at nearly 8:30 p.m. on January 13th on CBS Sports, Boise State men's basketball takes on the UNLV Rebels on the road in a big game, try to snap their 3-game conference losing streak and to get to 2-4 in conference play before big home game on Friday against Colorado State.